Thanks for clicking the Dreaded Rose report. I hope everybody had a great weekend. Safe one, too. Alright, got a couple of days here so sit back, relax. You don't have to watch me. Man, didn't want to do that anyway. Wrestling legend David Ferrer, or something like that, better known as Jimmy Del Rey in WWE and Jimmy Graffiti in WCW. He passed away last night due to what was believed to be a heart attack. Only 52 years old. The Del Rey appeared with in WWE with Jim Cornette and Tom Pritchard as the Heavenly Bodies. You might remember that more than anything, and lost to the Steiner Brothers in SummerSlam 1993. Their last WWE pay-per-view looked like it came at the Survivor Series just a year later, in 1994. The team later appeared for ECW, and Jimmy Del Rey went on to WCW as Jimmy Graffiti. Well, I hate hearing people just dropping dead at 50, man. That's just not right. In recent years, though, Del Rey had been running a flooring company down in Florida and made his final wrestling appearance this past summer, reuniting with Jim Cornette and Pritchard at Mid-Atlantic Legends Fan Fest. All right, another sad spot too is, of course, CM Punk going to. Anyway, Joe Rogan announced on UFC 181 this weekend that Punk signed a deal. I'm sure you know about that now. I'm getting tired of talking about it myself. He says, I have a limited window like all fighters do, and I'm here for a fight. This is my new career, 100%. Punk is going to most likely fight in the middleweight to welterweight, but will not be in the light heavyweight. That gets me confused, all that stuff. Anyway. So he's not going to be fighting fat boys. He's going to be fighting some skinny guys. All right. The deal, by the way, was finalized on October 22nd. So this wasn't no off-the-cuff thing. He had to wait till he was completely free from WWE before he signed. Punk signed with UFC. Was an easy decision. He said the deal had been in the works for quite a while. Punk was supposed to make a major announcement for last night's press conference, but the deal wasn't done in time. So Punk says he's staying off of Twitter for a while, just get away from the negativity from fans. And he says he is looking for a training camp, and said he won't cherry pick his partners. All right. You should try and work out with Brock Lesnar sometime. All right. Hey, Dana White said it could take up to 6 to 7 months before Punk steps inside the octagon. He said giving him a shot. He says, so I'll give him the opportunity. He wants a shot, so I'm giving him an opportunity. It's not like Brock Lesnar. We're not going to throw him the kitchen sink at him. Lesnar had a wrestling background, and Punk, going to fight a guy who is 1-0 or 1-1 and 2-1, somewhere like that. All right. What else have I got here? There's more news than that. Okay, let's go to today's stuff. Tonight's Raw, taking place from the Wellness Arena in Greenville, South Carolina, is going to be featuring, of course, the 2014 SLAMMIES Awards. Show's going to be hosted by Seth Green. I would not expect to have too much wrestling on this show. All right, tonight's show is finalized, not finalized. Well, they should finalize the TLC pay-per-view, the card for it. No match has been announced for the show, but here's what we're looking at. Who's going to take home the SLAMMIES Awards? What's Seth Rollins' plans for John Cena? Will Big Show and Eric Rowan collide? What's the Miz's motivation for Naomi? Will injuries affect Dean Ambrose at the WWE TLC pay-per-view? He'll hold that as a problem there. That's going to throw us too, because he's injured, so we know he's not going to win, but then he'll win. Give my thoughts on that maybe Saturday night, Sunday, before the TLC takes off. WDRB.com has a new story up talking about WWE manager old Slick. Slick recently moved to Louisville, Kentucky, and is the pastor of Shiloh Baptist Church down there. And noted Roman Reigns, he was married this past weekend. The wedding took place at Disney's Castaway Cave, which is a private island that Disney uses as a regular destination for their cruise lines. And WWE diva AJ Lee thanked UFC President Dana White for having her and her husband Punk at the UFC 181 this past weekend. She says, "Thank you, Dana White, all the girls and guys, and UFC for being kind and welcoming us, letting us take pictures." She said, "Now I got to fly home to Raw because Mama's got to pay the bills too." All right, USA Today has several photos, I guess, up of The Rock's San Andreas movie. The earthquake disaster movie hits theaters around May 29th so far, and The Rock said, "It all goes down." It says, "The damage, the destruction, the loss of lives, everything that you know on the West Coast doesn't see tomorrow." I don't know how he's going to save it, but that happens. Anyway, casting call. I mentioned this the other day. I don't know whether anybody went to it or not. Casting call was held over the weekend in Hamilton, Ohio, for a new movie starring Stone Cold Steve Austin. It's called The Echo Effect. Stars also Michael J. White, and no word on the release date though. Complex Magazine was the hardest magazine I've ever had to open. But anyway, Complex Magazine has an article about the WWE UK 15 users being banned from uploading Chris Benoit characters to the game. Don't know why you'd want to, but they banned it. And Booker T, he appeared at a joint show by Ring of Honor and Preston City Wrestling on November 29th in England, the same event that saw WWE prospect Nation capture the PCW title. I'm not sure who that is. Booker T has been suffering from a torn meniscus, but ended up doing a spinneroonie in the ring, and Booker T was unable to do the move just 2 weeks earlier at WrestleMania 31 ticket party at Levi Stadium. Poor guy. Jack Swagger and Rusev for the WWE United States title, and AJ Lee versus Nikki Bella for the Diva title are scheduled to be announced for TLC pay-per-view. Let's just see if it happens. And WWE announcer Michael Cole, he turns 46 years old, and Slick turns 57. Former TNA star Jimmy Rave turns 32. WWE's released 150 tickets for Friday night's NXT TV taping down at Full Sail University, Winter Park, Florida. Thursday's NXT TakeOver event is still sold out. How many times they got to take over something before they've actually taken it over? Somebody must take it back. Man. All right. Alberto Del Rio became the first wrestler to hold CMLL, WWE, and AAA World Heavyweight titles with his big win at the AAA's event last night. You got a picture of Del Rio holding up the belt. Oh, he's bleeding quite heavy. Oh, okay. The following statement of Punk's UFC deal. CM Punk was the 6th most searched term in the United States on Saturday with over 100,000 searches. UFC was the 3rd most searched term in the U.S. and also with more than 100,000 searches following Punk's announcement and the UFC 181 pay-per-view. Punk's signing with UFC has received a ton of mainstream media coverage, including USA Today, Yahoo, CBS Sports, and top story on ESPN and many others. I have no idea why. Got to have I don't know. Anyway, you may remember this guy, I'm not sure. Former WWE superstar Nathan Jones has a role in a new Mad Max movie called Fury Road, which is currently filming in Australia, and Charlize Theron and Tom Hardy, no related to the Hardy Boy, they star in it also. But Nathan is a monster guy. I met him a few times down in OVW, and he's not fun to stand next to. And The Rock's going to be on the Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon this Thursday to promote his Wake Up Call reality show on TNT. And it's been noted that WWE expects Rey Mysterio to be back on TV soon. Apparently, Rey Mysterio and WWE came to an agreement as Vince McMahon realized that the company is short on top Hispanic stars for the Hispanic market. leading him to loosen up the purse strings on some of Ray's requests. Ray wants to do some stuff on the side, not really wrestle for anybody, I don't think, but show up on maybe TV or something. It looks like Ray will not be signing with AAA Lucha Underground and will be re-signing with WWE next May when the current deal expires. There's also plans in place where Ray will be doing a lot of work outside the ring for WWE PR stuff, sort of like Hogan does and Flair. While Ray does have differences, let's say, with Vince, he's been in with WWE a long time and has a lot of friends in the company, and likely comes down to economics, as Ray probably won't receive a better offer from any other company. I wish Vince would give me something like that. I'd get a better camera and a better background. Tired of seeing this, aren't you? Thanks for clicking, you guys. I gotta go.